Good morning, it's Miss Amanda from the Caroline County Public Library. Thank you so much for joining me for Storytime again. Today we have a wonderful story. It's called Last Stop on Market Street. I'll tell you more about it soon, but I want to do a couple of warm-up songs. This is a longer book. It can be enjoyed by all ages, so we'll just do a few songs to warm up. First of all, we have to get our hands ready. Open, shut them, shut them, give a little clap. Open, shut them, shut them, rest them in your lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them, right up to your chin. Open up your little mouth, but don't let them in. They didn't get in, they never do they? Wonderful. Let's get our spiders out, and they start down low, ready? The Incy, Weensy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the Incy Weensy spider went up the spout again. Very good. And then his big brother comes along. Ready? With their great big voice. The great big spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the great big spider went up the spout again. Very good. Excellent. And now it's time for the very quiet spider. Maybe we can find her right over. You got her? Sometimes you can't see her. She's so small. Ready? The very quiet spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the very quiet spider went up the spout again. Very good. Wonderful. Okay, let's sing one more song together. And this has always been a wonderful, fun song to sing. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 little monkeys who like to jump on their bed. 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 1 little monkey jumping on the bed. He fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. And they were all done. I think they went to sleep after that. No more jumping on the bed. Okay, let's get our wonderful book out. Like I said before, this is called Last Stop on Market Street. It's written by Matt de la Peña, and the pictures are by Christian Robinson. And this book was published, I believe it was 2015 by G.P. Putnam's Sons, and it won many awards. It won the Newbery Medal for the best book written for children that year, and it won a Caldecott Honor Award for the best illustrations, and a Coretta Scott King Honor Award for illustrations. And this is a wonderful story about seeing the beauty in the world around you and about doing what you can to help people out. Last Stop on Market Street. Let's look at this title page. This is a little boy named CJ, and that's his Nana. And they do something special every Sunday after church, and we're going to find out what that is. You can see from this picture, they live in a big town or a city, don't they? And many of you, if you're listening in Caroline County, you live in small towns. You might live out in the country. But people everywhere have a lot in common. So let's see if you recognize anything in common with anybody in this story. CJ pushed through the church doors and skipped down the steps. He's happy to be outside, isn't he? The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain. And it freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. It's a rainy Sunday. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella. Here he is. And you can see their reflection in the puddle. Look. How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet? Well, trees get thirsty too, his Nana told him. Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw? CJ looked for a long time, but he never saw a straw. So pay close attention. CJ asks his Nana a lot of good questions through this story, and see what you think about Nana's answers. Now they're at the bus stop. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in and gave CJ a wave and drove off with his dad. Nana, how come we don't got a car? I think he's a little bit jealous of Colby hopping in that nice dry car. Let's see what Nana says. Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire. And there's a dragon on the side of the bus breathing fire. And old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you. And Mr. Dennis is the bus driver. The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. And on the front of the bus, it says, number 5, Market. So it's going to go all the way down Market Street. What's that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, and that's the trick Nana was talking about. And he placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. And there they are on the bus. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Look. I wonder why she has those butterflies. We don't know. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure that CJ did the same. Even though they don't know those people, they're giving them a friendly greeting. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Here they are. CJ's looking out the window, isn't he? Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church? CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. Those are people they're going to meet when they get to their destination. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on the side of the road, on their bikes. Oh, now he's really getting jealous. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. And look, it's a blind man. He has a nice little walking stick and a seeing eye dog. So CJ has another question. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. 2 older boys got on next. There they are. And they have a phone and some earphones. CJ's jealous again. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. I sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? But CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and strumming a tune. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. And so did CJ and the spotted dog. Now take a look. CJ has his eyes closed and he's listening to music. And he enters the world of his imagination. Look at that beautiful scene. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves. He saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky. He saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. He's transported to this beautiful land right there on the bus. The song ended, and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. That's the title of the book. That must mean they've arrived at their destination. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes, when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. I wonder what she saw in the sky. Let's find out. Look! There's a rainbow behind those buildings. The rain stopped, and the rainbow came out. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, "I'm glad we came." And those are the people they came to help at the soup kitchen. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now come on." And there they are, helping to feed their community at the soup kitchen. And then when they're finished, they get back on the bus and go back home. I hope you enjoyed that story. It was called Last Stop on Market Street. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I'm sure that I will see you again soon. Bye. Have a great day.